Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk Hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back, hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here with Rock Cod Rick Maxa in the Mighty 1090 studios with Cal and Eric Sheets, the legends from Cal's two-speed reel conversions or Cal's custom reel or whatever we're going to call it.
They don't care.
Whatever.
Yeah,
just keep sending them in.
That's it. Indeed. Having a great time talking fishing here. They're biting.
They are biting, man. Our season is happening. There's fish going on. There's yellowtail. There's giant bluefins. There's medium bluefins. It's just a great time, and we just want somebody just needs to turn off that wind machine. Just turn it off for a little while. Let us go fishing, and we'll be happy.
For 3 days, and now it's back on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you can hear, we're having this great show. If you want to join us this morning, 2 ways that you can do that. First is with our local line. That's 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or toll free. That one's 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. Not only are we talking fishing, having a great time, and giving away some great prizes, one lucky caller at the end of the show today is going to win a full-day trip on board the San Diego from C4 Sport Fishing, fishing with Captain Ryan Boston, having a great time. Get in on that good local fishing. And a $25 gift certificate for your reel to go up to Cal's to get the VIP treatment. So a $25 gift card and that full-day trip on the San Diego. How about that?
Pretty good deal. Time for the Catch Report.
Today it's sponsored by Dana Landing on Mission Bay, your one-stop shop for everything you need to go fishing, a complete saltwater tackle shop. They have a full deli. They offer Mexican and California licenses. They do trips and six-pack charters. And when it comes to freshwater tackle, check out East County Bait and Tackle, full of all the freshwater tackle and live bait that you need for a great day on the lake. Dana Landing is right across from SeaWorld, next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. And East County Bait and Tackle, they're at the end of the 67 freeway at Mapleview and Lakeside. Check DanaLanding.com.
Want to make a comment real quick about Dana Landing? 2 things.
Send it.
Tri-Tip Tuesday.
I need to do that.
Got to go to Tri-Tip Tuesday, number 1.
You're like the 10th person that has said that.
Yeah. Every Tuesday, they do these tri-tips that are just...
Like they cook them on the Traeger outside.
Some phenomenal sandwiches. And then the other thing is, if you're looking for Maui Jim sunglasses, nobody has a selection for fishermen like Dana Landing.
Yeah, biggest in San Diego.
Biggest in San Diego. So if you want a pair of Maui Jims, you want to be the best on the water with the best sunglasses, Maui Jim, Dana Landing.
Let me take it a step further on their Maui Gyms. So Maui Gyms for select dealers like Dana Landing has a program called My Maui, where you can basically custom build a pair of glasses. So if you like a very particular lens color or lens style, but it's not a factory option available, you can custom make those for that program. Well, Steve, knowing like all of the very popular fisherman frames, the What's Ups, the World Cups, like all those ones that are most popular for us fishermen, he'll do a lot of custom orders in those styles just for sale and stock. So you don't have to wait that custom process. If you want a killer frame but you want the new blue lens or something like that, they have them without any wait time. Yeah, you'll find glasses there that you won't find anywhere else.
Indeed.
Those guys kill it. Well, hey, let's start it off with our private boater buddy, our fishdope.com reporter of the man, Captain Mark Wish of Pacific Edge is on the line. What's up, Mark?
Hey, good morning, Ricky and Pete, Cal, Eric. Great show today.
Good times.
So, here we are, guys, beginning of Memorial Day weekend. This was supposed to be the unofficial start of summer. And I'm telling you what, it sure didn't feel like it yesterday afternoon with that cool breeze blowing. That was just felt more like wintertime. Thank God it's forecast back off a little bit. No reports from San Nicolas or SBI because of that weather. Gusting 45 at Santa Barbara Island last night. That's no fun. At Catalina, definitely trying to get better. Those mid-range size yellowtails have been putting on a pretty decent show. You know, Catalina's been kind of on the inside of the wind line here, so they've been able to fish that. But quite a bit of that mid-range size around, and they're biting the squid, of course. But as the water warms up at this time of year, they're also snapping on sardines pretty good, and some fish on the surface iron, some fish on the yo-yo iron, especially those smaller baits. That little Colt Sniper there is getting some of those guys. But better areas have most been backside west, backside middle, both sides of the closure. Watch out for that closure, guys. Fishing game is wising up, and they're in there writing some tickets. And pretty good volume in those areas, though, on the days that the fish come up. They don't bite every day, of course, you know how that is. But around the east end, from Church Rock up towards Silver Canyon, it's kind of another area of fish, a little bit bigger fish, 18 to 20 fathoms out there, a little bit deeper water. Most of that's on the troll. That X-Rap 20 and 30 follows a hot ticket for some of those better grade ones in there. Squid situation is marginal. There's scattered spots here and there all over the island, but that better zone has still been that Eagle Reef. You know, it's mostly smaller bait, but there is enough there to catch for bait. So that's not so bad. San Clemente Island, oh man, those guys took a pound getting over there last night. There's been a little bit of that bigger grade yellow starting to show up in the cove and then up on the back. Nobody's going to be fishing that for a while, that's for sure. But it's starting to try to come around. That island's way behind schedule here this year. Along the coast, there's been a little uptick in the halibut action in the Long Beach Outer Harbor Zone. That's good news. It's really slow this spring, and looks like it's finally getting rolling there. We had some grunion runs and a lot of that stuff's up shallow, chasing those grunions around right outside the beach. And then a little bit of yellowtail around up here also seems to come up late in the day. Watch out for the bird school, still trouble mackerel in that mussel farm zone. There's been some schools of fish hanging around there and a little bit up there in the 150, not too much. And on the coast proper, some of the kelp lines there still holding some of that tanker grade sea bass. Just some real whoppers. Fish that heavy tackle, fish a live mackerel there for a shot at that. And then offshore, you know, like you guys were talking there, that BFT floats up on the nicer days and then gets blown off. Man, yesterday afternoon late was just ugly. Got to talk to a couple different friends coming home from different areas. They got pounded last night. But the water and the color that fish has been hanging out on, looks like it's pushing up to the northwest there a little bit. And that sector between the 302 and the lower edge of the ridge there, the 182, is showing some good promise. That's right where we were fishing them at this time last year. So certainly get a little break in the weather. Be a place to take a look for one of them 200-pounders there. It's there seems to be plenty of fish around. It's just tough with the conditions. So that's this week's report, and weather's supposed to be a little better for next week, and I bet we've got some more good stuff for you guys.
That's right. FishDope.com has had it this week. And every day you get a report on FishDope.com. Yep. You know exactly what's going on. You can follow it. Temperature charts, chlorophyll charts, the whole thing, all on FishDope.com. $20 off a new membership to FishDope.com. Use the code HookUpNow, lowercase, no space, HookUpNow. $20 off new memberships to FishDope.com. And, Mark, how do we find you?
Oh, Pete, we're in Huntington Beach. We're on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger. The phone number at the store is area code 714-840-4262. The website, PacificEdgeTackle.com, and building lots of cool bait tanks for a lot of good customers here. It's been a fun season, let me tell you.
That's cool, Mark.
Indeed. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that very much, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
Yeah, you got it, guys. See you.
All right, let's head on down now over to C4 Sport Fishing in San Diego. Talk to our buddy Marcos. Marcos, what's going on at C4?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
We're doing great. We're ready for this spring to be over with and this wind to stop blowing because we want to go fishing.
Yeah, a little tougher week this week. Definitely had some wind blowing through there. Half-day trip. Still some very good bottom fishing on there, and conditions are definitely cleaning up a bit. They're starting to see a little bit of calico bass. Earlier in the week they saw some. That twilight charter last weekend that saw some. So definitely going the right direction there. Those full days, San Diego fishing offshore, like I said, a little tougher. Still picking away at those yellowtail, but with that wind coming up, they're fishing the islands today and tomorrow. Take a look down there, wait for that wind to blow through. But they've told us, and some of those one-day didn't have us told us, there's a lot of fish out there. There's just a lot of bait in the water, making it tough to get those guys. That's going to clean up at some point there. So those full-day trips, got some one-day, some day-and-a-half trips out there. Got some longer trips also. So definitely check the website, seaforthlanding.com. We'll have our full schedule up there. You can do those half days, get some rockfish still, for some fish tacos, have a nice little cook out there, maybe get into some bass. Full-day trips, fishing islands right now. As soon as the weather cleans up, they'll probably be back offshore looking around. If you're going to do a little longer trip, one day, day and a half, those are all up there. You can make your reservations directly online. You can always give us a call at the office, 619-224-3383. Or the preferred option, come down, visit us in person, pick up that rock Rick breakfast burrito.
Like your style, buddy. That sounds good to me, Marco. Certainly some better weather in the forecast, and I'll bet some better fishing to go along with it. Appreciate a great report as always, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Talk to you then, guys.
Thanks, Marcos.
Sport Fishing Financials, Rick Jensen's online. What's up, Rick?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, Rick.
You ready to go to Rancho Leonero?
Oh, yeah. We're packing up today and starting the journey down tomorrow. I guess we'll see you in Loretto next week, middle of next
we'll
week.
be
That's cool.
broadcasting live from Loretto 1 week from today. And that's going to be great. And then we're jumping in your F-150 and Ford and headed down to Rancho Leonero. And we'll see Rock Cod Rick. Rock Cod Rick and the family are going to be down there, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're pumped. We can't wait to see you, Rick.
Yeah, I heard, Rick. You're a late
Late edition.
We're going to see you down there.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun trip.
Cool. Hey, well, as we pick you up, Pete, and head across from Laredo over to Mag Bay, I've made arrangements to fill up a cooler full of scallops, so we'll have a couple good dinners along with that.
Oh, right on.
Okay, well, anyways, the weather's been a little tough from Mag Bay all the way north on the central Pacific side. Been that big swell pushed through, turned everything over. Water's kind of green and cold. The exception is, as Jeff mentioned earlier, that out at Cedros it seemed to get things going out there. But over on the Cortez side in the Mulahe, Bahia, Concepcion area, smaller grouper around, base full of lots of smaller sized snapper as well. There's been some roosters schooling up, and outside on the bay there's some cabria on the rocks, and in the deepers there's a few yellowtails, smaller yellowtail, and some amberjack around. Over at Bay of LA, it's in full swing. Everything's going strong there. The yellowtail are starting to show. The bait's there. And they're on the surface iron, and fly line bait are taking them. San Quintin, we hope that this wind laying down was going to make a difference, but it's just not letting up down there. Nothing good to report in that area. Further north in Ensenada, still steady fishing. White sea bass, yellowtail, halibut all in the mix. You know, the typical bass and bottom fish are there as well. Nothing reported outside there either. I know some of that fish that we're talking about, the bigger bluefin and all that, are probably going to settle in front, and the local guys will get on that. But mostly inside the bay, there's still wet wind still blowing around. Going to wait for that to settle. And then last week in the northern Cortez, the first Pesca La Baja tournament went on. Had several guys join in, decent fishing, mostly just a smaller cabria and some grouper there were some of the winners. Our own Juan Cook took third place there in that tournament, and we have another one coming up here soon in Gonzaga Bay, or not Gonzaga, but I think be on the Bay of LA for the next one. But yeah, Pete, we're looking forward to packing up, heading down, setting down tomorrow. We'll probably fish a little bit, look for those roosters, and do some whale shark swimming in Mulahe, hook up with you guys, and then shoot over and grab those scallops.
Man, does that
cool.
sound like fun? And it's going to be a great time down at Rancho Leonero, and the fish are biting down there. We're going to hear from John Ireland tomorrow about that, too. It's going to be good times. And, of course, next Saturday, broadcasting live from Loretto with the group from Loretto, along with Captain Art Taylor and Celia Taylor from the Search for Sport Fishing will be there with us. Captain Ken Frankie, Sport Fishing Association. I'm sure we'll have Arturo from Arturo Sport Fishing Fleet there in Loretto, and broadcasting live right on the Malecon.
Oh, how
right
cool.
at the Hotel La Mission, which is a beautiful hotel right there on the Malecon in Loretto. So that's going to be a lot of fun, Rick, and great to have you down there.
Yeah, we're going to have some quality time away from the office, but when we're back or even on the road with Wi-Fi in the truck and all in the hotels, you can always reach me, get a fishing report, talk finances at 949-481-1807, or find me on the web, sportfishingfinancial.com.
And somebody's going to be $500 richer at Rancho Leonero thanks to you with the largest Dorado or Wahoo, and I guess they're biting.
Yeah, I heard some big Dorados around. I saw it on the
dodos.
Let's Talk Hookup post there.
Yeah, indeed. So thanks for that, Rick. We appreciate it. And another $500 from Dave at Statewide Stripes for the largest tuna, and there's plenty of that around there too. So we're going to catch some fish and have some fun.
Yeah, those big Dorados sound exciting. We may have to throw in a bonus if someone gets something big over 40 pounds or something. I'll even buy him a new beer from that new tap down there.
I like your style.
All right, Rick. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in Loretto next Saturday.
Okay, guys. Have a good day.
All right.
See you, Rick.
All right.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up our catch report again, sponsored by Anza Knives, handcrafting knives in San Diego County for over 30 years. Anza knives are made from high-carbon steel, which holds a great edge and is very easy to sharpen. They offer a variety of fillet knives as well as hunting, general purpose, and one-of-a-kind collector knives. Once you try an Anza knife, you will be hooked. Check AnzaKnives.com for more details. That's ANZA Knives.com. Or you can see Don from Anza Knives at the Crossroads of the West Gun Show next weekend in Costa Mesa. It's a very cool opportunity to get to see Don and have him walk you through the process of Anza Knives. And I mean, there's nobody that will explain that better to you. And we just kind of breeze over, but that high carbon steel is a big difference when you're sharpening your knives. It holds a really good edge.
Yeah, their knives are awesome. So go check out Don at the Crossroads of the West Gun Show next weekend for sure. Hey, the casino night tickets are gone for today. There's a chance we may be able to talk them into some tomorrow. So you
that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Nice.
But anyway, you should. The benefit is for CCA California, which everybody should be a member. It's next Saturday, June 2nd, 4 to 8 p.m. at Shimano headquarters. Beer, food, music, drinks, fun. Good
that's
time,
a cool time.
And lots of great prizes, too, and fun casino night with lots of tables and lots of fun and fellow fishermen out there. So buy a ticket at CCA California's website, CCA Cal. Just get on there and get a ticket.
Sounds good. Well, let's jump into the phones. The boys are packed. Everybody wants to talk to Cal and Eric, and we're going to talk to Sam. He's calling us from Irvine this morning. Hi, Sam. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning. Great show. I love Cal Sheet stuff. I have all my pins done with that. But my question is, I have a 16 VSX, the very first one that came out, and it's really noisy. I don't know if they've changed. I've heard that the old ones are noisier. I don't know if you can fix that. And also, if I had a Super 12 built, but I was just thinking about putting I have another one. I want to just double dog it and blueprint it up as high as it'll go. Do you do the double dogging on just the 12 all by itself?
Okay, can you translate this?
Yeah. Yes. That was funny because you could see Cal and Eric both nodding their heads, okay. And then Pete and I are both looking at you like, that guy's speaking English.
Yes, we do add the double dogs to the 12s, especially when a guy starts to push up over 40 or 50-pound test. It just gives you that safety factor of 2 dogs. Yes, we do that. We still do the supers. We even still do 2 speeds on them. But as we were talking about earlier here before the show came on, if a person has like an older 12 or something like that, and it's really it's just a stock reel, we don't recommend even going into the 2-speeding and the blueprinting and the bearings because the cost is just, you can buy a new reel.
Just go buy a TAC 20.
And the new reels are really good reels. Now, we'll work on the new reel for you, but that's where we kind of have started to back off on the 2-speeding quite a bit. Now, if it's your father's reel or your grandfather's reel and you want it done, yes, we will still do it. But it is a very costly thing to do everything on it. If you already have the 2-speed, yes, we can put the super into it.
There you go, Eric.
I was going to say, now on the 16, you were asking, could it be quieter? Yes, but not completely quiet. So part of adjusting things inside the reel is to make it so it's more user-friendly and it's a little bit quieter. But if you're not, on that particular reel, if you're not hearing the click at all, that's your anti-reverse dog system. That's what's making the noise that's right there. So we adjust it and go through it when we blueprint it. So it definitely, we get some guys that say, wow, it's just incredibly, sounds like a coffee grinder type of thing. And yes, we do go through and service those.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Let's go to the sky. Our very first SAC spotter plane report of the season from the man in the sky, Tom Green. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, good morning, Pete. Good morning, Rick. How's everything going? New Year's cranking up here.
Yeah, and you guys commercially are done because there was so much fish around.
Oh, Pete, you can't believe it. One day you'd see several thousand tons of 20-pounders. The next day you'd see the same thing in 30-kilo, 60-pounders. And then at the end, we finished up on nothing under 100. It was just unbelievable season this year for us.
Wow.
Bigger than last year?
Well, you know what, Pete, it's really hard to say that we had any more volume, but because we really didn't have the great weather that we had. We had a lot of nice, sunshiny, slick weather last year, and we just haven't had that this year. So I can't really say the volume, but My guess would be yes, because I saw it so sporadic. But there's a lot of fish. I'll tell you that it's going to be a good year.
Sure, no shortage.
I had a meeting with the sports the other day, and we're all excited about getting this thing going. We're just kind of waiting for windows of opportunity as far as the weather goes, and looking forward to kicking it off big.
Yeah. So, any hints on where people should look?
Well, we left off down here by between the double 220 and the 295 and the 213, that little triangle. But I got to tell you, that's 2.5 weeks ago, and we all know how they can move. So, I haven't been out for 2.5 weeks, but I'm planning on getting out a couple of times this coming week, and we should get back on them pretty quick, I believe.
Now, what you're going to do, I was at the meeting the other day with a lot of the captains in the SAC office there. What you're going to do is you're going to communicate where these fish are to the SAC boats, the Sport Fishing Association member boats, and put them on the fish. That's the whole idea with these. SAC is paying you to fly just like the commercial guys do to go spot fish for them, right?
That's correct. Yeah, no, that's exactly what we got going, Pete. And these guys, all they really need is the area, because every last one of them's really a good fisherman. But when I'm out, I love getting them on the fish and seeing all the bent rods. It's a big thrill for me. Yeah. Even though it's one at a time, it's still a thrill.
What a cool opportunity too, just to. The thing with Tom is in a few hours of an afternoon, you can not only put the guys on the zones, but you can also eliminate bad water zones, and just, in that one several hour session, you can put what would take a fleet of our boats, several days to get coverage on it. It's such a cool opportunity for the captains, but the benefit is all of us as the anglers, Tom. We're pumped.
Yep, and this is on SAC boats too, I might add. He doesn't fly for the private guys. He's flying for the...
Yeah, this is strictly for the SAC. And the thing is, Rick, you've got it nailed exactly right. It's maybe more important to know where not to go. I mean, it just eliminates so many hours of driving around looking for something, So that's huge. It really is.
So weren't able to get up today or yesterday because of the weather, but next week, next week
it looks like going to be our first. I was planning on going, and it looked like the wind was going to be kind of nasty, and I want a real nice weather to go out and start really looking for the first time this year. So it looks like we're going to have some real nice weather Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you next Saturday for the report.
I'll be there.
That's all cool, right, Tom.
Thanks.
All right.
For that.
Good talking to you guys again. Right. I can't wait to get this thing going.
See you, buddy.
Appreciate that call this morning, and stay tuned next Saturday. Of course, when we're in Loretto with SAC. He'll be telling us there's so much fish around, so cool. And I'll be going, dang.
I know, right?
We'll be in Retolino, but that's not so bad, is it?
I can think of worse places to be.
Yeah, we could trade spots.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I promise you that.
All right, let's jump in the phone.
You got it, man. Hey, we're going to talk to Don. He's calling us from Dana Point this morning. Good morning, Don. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, Rick, Pete, Eric, Cal. Compliment to Cal. You blueprinted a 30 pin for me back in 1993 that I still have.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's cool.
And it's my wife. It was actually my wife's wedding present, and she caught a 400-pound marlin on it the first trip out.
Sweet.
My question is kind of one for Rick and one for you, Cal. I want to start doing the kites and the yummy flowers. What reel would you recommend? And Rick, what kite would you recommend? I've got a 26-foot skiff. I've got a 26-foot skipjack.
Well, I'll take the kite part, and I would do the Boston Big Game kite. It's a relatively inexpensive kite. It's going to run you around $60. It's very easy to fly. It's very user-friendly. It doesn't take a lot of wind. It takes about 6 to 7 knots to get it up and flying well. It flies nice in wind up to, probably 20 knots. I think it's a really good kite and easy to deal with. If you are getting to the point of you're going all the time and you're really into it, you then may think about making the investment into a square frame kite and using the addition of helium balloons and things like that. It will aid.
More complex,
it will aid some. It's a lot more complex and a lot more of an investment. A rigid square frame kite's going to run you in the high $100 range, $150 to $200, and the balloons are expensive in helium. So I would get that Boston Big Game kite. Inexpensive, easy to deal with, and it's going to fish just fine.
There you go, Cal.
Well, on the reel selection, the first thing you got to know about how much capacity you need.
Yeah, that's huge.
You know, so if you're flying it way back, you're looking at like 50 wides or even 70s, and that's what I understand that they're doing is they're flying the kite quite a ways back.
Yeah, quite a ways.
So you're looking at, you know, a 50 wide and above. Now on something like the kite, I could see stacking spectra and stuff like that, which Rick does there at the shop, so that you can get capacity with a little smaller reel, but you still want to have probably some 200 on the top, don't you? Or is it just 130 now you're using?
We used to do 200 because you're fishing for a fish that is of the size it's appropriate to use 200. We've then backed off now, and we just use 130 only because of the flight. Because if you get on this year, it's probably not going to be an issue. But last year we had so many days of light wind and little wind, and you're fishing that kite so far outboard the vessel that you get a big belly in your line from all the weight, and the 130 just flies so much better than the 200.
It completely makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Indeed. Hope that helps you out. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More phone calls, more great information. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Hey, everybody, this is Captain Dwayne Diego, 4-pack charter captain, here to talk to you about Parker Boats and the good folks at West Coast Marine. When it came time to start Pinnacle Sport Fishing and get my own boat, there was only one choice. I wanted a Parker. Then there's a real good reason for it, the fishability and seaworthiness. I've been fishing on Parkers for years now, and I know the abuse they can take. Parker Marine builds a heavy-duty, industrial-strength boat, probably overbuilt, but that's what I need when we're out 12 hours a day, over 300 days a year, running charters. The guys at West Coast Marine built me one heck of a fishing boat. From the custom tower with steering and throttle controls to the backup bait pump system, my Parker 2520 XLD will deliver me to the fishing grounds reliably and safe. Take it from me. If you're ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, honest deal, you need to see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine, located at 1555 Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check them out and their inventory and information online at westcoastmarine.com.
Buying a boat is a big decision, and you don't want to make a costly mistake with the wrong one. This is Pete Giacalone for Cussler Yachts. I've been in the fishing business my whole life. In fact, there are probably many of you out there that have fished with me. Well, now I've taken my boating knowledge and joined the team at Cussler Yachts. Mike Cussler and the rest of our team are true professionals when it comes to finding you the right boat. Just ask Pete Gray. I helped him make the right decision on his new boat after an extensive search, and we can help you find the boat of your dreams. We specialize in sport fishing boats and are the exclusive dealer for Regulator Marine, the finest center consoles on the market. At Cussler Yachts, we know fishing and we know boats, inside and out. We can save you thousands of dollars and get you into the right fishing boat for your needs and budget. Cussler Yachts is located on the waterfront at the beautiful Konakai Resort, and you can check us out on our website at CusslerYachts.com. That's KUSLER Yachts.com. Or give us a call at 1-866-607-5471. Ask for Pete and let me know you heard about it on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, speaking of boats, it's coming. June 7th through the 10th, just a couple of weeks away, at the Spanish Landing Park, right across from the San Diego International Airport. It's the San Diego International Boat Show. Over 140 boats, from entry-level family cruisers, personal watercraft sailboats, up to 80-foot super yachts.
It's crazy. It's a really fun show, too. They have in-the-water and dry land displays. They do free demos, paddleboards and kayaks, too. They have boat lessons, and they have their killer tiki bar with Anchors and Ales beer gardens. It's a really fun event.
It's a Duncan McIntosh event, so you know it's the best. Admission is just $15, 12 and under, free. Discounts for active U.S. military. What's more than being at America's finest city on the water? It's the San Diego International Boat Show. Purchase tickets, more information, SanDiegoInternationalBoatShow.com.
Hey, this is Rosie with Cedros Sport Fishing. Cedros Island is considered the yellowtail and calico bass fishing capital in the world, and nobody does it better than Cedros Sport Fishing. We are committed to providing first-class service to our guests as well as an unforgettable fishing experience. We have made a good thing even better. We now have a direct flight departing to the CBX in San Diego. Leave home in the morning and fish in the afternoon. We have a beautiful waterfront lodge with first-class accommodations and meals. What are you waiting for? Call me at 619-772-7570 or check out CedroSportFishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 19 stores and more to come throughout Southern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
There's nothing more peaceful than fishing. Just me, my pole, and some bait. Oh, and my life jacket, of course. I like fish, but I don't want to end up at the bottom of the water with them. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
XEBRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Just a couple of weeks away, it's the big Catalina White Sea Bass Jackpot, courtesy of Western Outdoor News. We have Billy Egan on the line to tell us about it. What's up, Billy?
Hey, guys. How are you? Can you hear me good?
Loud and clear. Tell us about this big event at Catalina.
It's back.
Yeah, it's back. We're really excited to have this event back, and I'm excited to be tournament directing on the saltwater side after about 8 years of working with Western Outdoor News and running all their freshwater events. The Catalina Jackpot's going to be June 9th and 10th at the Isthmus at Two Harbors. We're going to be registering guys on Saturday morning for the event. We're taking entries now online. If anybody wants to find out about it, they can go to wonews.com, click on our events page, and look for the Catalina Jackpot Tournament for all the details there. But we're real excited to be coming back out in a couple of weeks to Catalina. The fishing looks like it's picking up a little bit with the sea bass coming around the coast and around the island, with yellowtail counts coming. We're looking forward to it. Going to be giving away some good prizes, some big money, and we're looking forward to the weekend.
So big money, $10,000 payback for the three largest fish. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a guaranteed $10,000 payback for the three biggest fish. It's going to be broken down to $5,000 for the first place big fish, $3,000 to the second, and $2,000 to the third, with over $15,000 worth of raffle prizes and other prizes that we have from all of our great sponsors for this event.
That's pretty amazing. Plus, Yamaha is big time in this, right?
Yeah, this is the Yamaha White Sea Bass Catalina Jackpot. They're a major sponsor of this event. We're glad to have them involved, and we look forward to this event coming back. It's been about 4 years since we've run this event. A lot of guys always hit us up at Fred Hall saying, when's it going to come back? Well, now it's back. So
that's great.
Yeah, there's three species that people are going to be able to fish for. Obviously, white sea bass, yellowtail, and halibut. And there'll be 9 optionals for each of the, or total, 3 optionals for each species, a $100, $200, and $300 option for each. So the game plan is basically the guys are going to show up at the Isthmus at Two Harbors Saturday morning to register for the tournament between 7:30 and approximately 11 o'clock. Once we get everybody registered there at the pier, we're going to get everybody out for a shotgun launch, do a little boat inspection with everybody coming by, letting us know what their boat numbers are, and approximately launch it at about 11:30. The guys will fish from 11:30 till Sunday morning, and the weigh-ins will be from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Sunday morning, with the awards starting about 1 to 2 o'clock that afternoon. So hopefully the weather will hold out, things clear up a little bit so that the fishing picks up, and either way, we're going to have a great event.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so if you want more information, check Western Outdoor News this week or WONews.com. Billy, $10,000 guaranteed. Catalina White Sea Bass Jackpot. It's back June 9th and 10th, just a couple weeks away. Good luck with the event.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on, and we'll talk to you real soon.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. All right. Phones are packed, Rick. Let's jump into it.
You got it, man. How about this time we talked to Brian, calling us from Wildemar this morning. Hey, Brian. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Morning, Brian.
Good morning, gentlemen. Pete, I got a bucket list show for you that every fisherman in Southern California would listen to.
And that is?
I just love to be a fly on the wall on a conversation between Wes and Kent. And Wes and Cal.
Wes and Cal.
Totally. We were there yesterday.
Yeah, you guys are almost neighbors now.
Oh, yes.
Cal, I've got an annoying old Tyrannos that every time I turn the handle, all I hear is click, 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 click. Sounds like a coffee grinder. It's more of an annoyance than a performance issue. Is there anything you can do about that?
I would tell you I would contact Wes on that.
Ken's Reels.
At Ken's Reels, yes. We don't work on the Tyrannos, basically. We have done it, but we don't have enough knowledge on what it might be.
But he does a lot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Got to tell you about another big event coming up Saturday, June 9th. Is the Longfin Tackle Store Shimano Tour event.
Ooh.
All the Shimano guys are going to be there for this one-day event, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Rick and I each broadcast live from there. It's a giant event.
Nobody gets down with a big sale like Tom and Eric. Those guys they don't mess around.
Yeah, they don't mess around. So that's coming up, the Shimano Tour event, Saturday, June the 9th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sales reps, pro staffers, big sale. Everything's on sale. That shouldn't be on sale either. So
just read between.
Tom and Eric don't mess around.
Read between the lines. If you need to buy something of that
Shimano
world, go get it.
Yeah.
It's a really good time to buy it.
Saturday, June 9th. Check it out for sure. And also, I want to mention too, we had availability pop up on our Whalers Cove trip, August 14th to the 18th.
Oh,
It's
no
been
way.
sold
Yeah.
out. The 4-day trip, super, but we had a cancellation for, I believe, up to 4 people. A boat and a cabin is available at Whalers Cove Lodge. And our group gets an extra fish box, too, so that means you can bring 3 fish boxes home. That's something else. August 14th to the 18th, Whalers Cove Lodge. It's such an awesome trip. Jump on it, WhalersCoveLodge.com if you want to go with us. Also, coming up in just about 3 weeks away, June 12th through the 14th, it's an Islander day-and-a-half kayak trip. And I can't believe there's still a few spots available on that trip. It's going to go quickly here because that's prime time. It's actually going to be the Islanders' first trip out after some major boat work.
It looks so good right now. That boat is beautiful.
Job. Limited to only 22 anglers. If you need a kayak, Fastlane Kayaks in Mission Bay will rent one to you for $100. And that's a deal on that Hobie Mirage Drive kayak. And if you end up buying it at the end, they'll apply that to the purchase. But check it out. It's on our website, letstalkhookup.com. Go to the shop page, and you can purchase that trip, that day-and-a-half Islander kayak trip. It will sell out. You better jump on it very, very quickly because already people are foaming in the corner. Is that any spots available on that trip? I go, yeah, you better jump on it, though. Islander kayak on the Let's Talk
That's one that always
website.
sounds so good.
Oh, it's
really
so much
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't miss it. Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and talk to our buddy Jack Hewitt. What's up, Jack?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, hello. Listen, I got to just say a big, big thank you to Cal Sheets. Going way back when, 25 more years ago, when Accurate first got going, he was so helpful, open to answering questions, solving mysteries that we weren't tuned up to yet. Thank you, Cal. We haven't forgotten how much help and what a friend you were to us in the early years. Okay? That's all I got.
Jack, for what you guys do for me now. So it's I scratch yours, you scratch mine. We get along real good.
But in those early years, you didn't have to because you were doing the pen stuff, and that was great. And we were coming out with a new deal, and you could have been, could have stonewalled us if you felt like it, but you certainly did not. And just saying thank you.
Well, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jack.
Okay.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. My buddy Cal, I couldn't just pass without publicly saying thank you to the man. Okay?
That's nice, Jack.
cool,
Thanks
buddy.
for the call. Appreciate
Jack.
that very much. Let's jump into those jam-packed phone lines.
Sounds good, buddy. How about we talk to Mark? He's calling us from Lakeside this morning. Mark, thanks for hanging in there with us.
Hey, no problem, guys. I didn't make it on last Saturday, and Gundy kind of stole my thunder on Sunday, but the halibut fishing in San Diego Bay is going off. Getting illegal about every 10 to 12 fish, and my buddy nailed a 23-pounder about 2 weeks ago. So they are there, and they are biting.
Excellent. Well, yeah, good call, Mark.
All right. Appreciate that. Good tip for our anglers. Get
Yeah.
in San Diego Bay. I was out in San Diego Bay on Thursday and good sand bass fishing.
Yeah, you guys
too.
had a toad, man. That
Yeah,
picture of
Todd was
Todd
the
holding
man.
that thing up was a nice one.
Yeah.
Could use that in the tournament days.
He had like 3 of those.
No kidding. Yeah, that would be a very
He
serious.
smoked me.
That'd be a contender bag for sure on winning that tournament. That was a really those are good. Those are good looking ones.
Stuff for sure. Bay is hot right now.
All right.
Get out there. Thanks a lot for the call.
Well, let's talk to another Mark, and this Mark's calling us from South Bay. Hey, Mark, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. I have 2 questions, and they're going to be in specifics to the Makaira 2-speeds. It's considered a wet drag system. How often do you have to re-grease the drags, or is it required after the initial greasing? And second question would be in regards to available drag, say in the strike position, so as not to outclass that particular reel. How many pounds would you like to see available?
Well, first thing, what size Makaira?
I own between the 8 and the 50s. Say, for instance, the 20, the MK20.
Okay, the
rated at beg your pardon?
The MK20 is a great reel. It will fish as heavy as you can handle. Mm-hmm. In fact, we do quite a bit of work on the Makairas, and most of the time we actually detune the reels because their cam setup and stuff like that is quite radical on it. So when you start going from strike to full, it may double or even triple on your drag. So it makes it a little bit touchy that way.
Big drag, short drag curve.
Too much. Very short drag
so
curve.
We put it in a more usable curve for the angler, depending on what he wants on it. If it's like 25 at strike, and then go from there.
Yeah. But that reel is well made. It is quite strong inside. On your wet drag, yes, it is a wet drag, and it happens to be it uses our grease. And the big thing is, as long as it's smooth and everything else, you don't worry about it. But when it does start to get a little not perfectly smooth, don't just re-grease it. Completely degrease it first.
By doing what?
Using a solvent. I actually have a biodegradable degreaser in the shop, so I literally completely degrease it. Very, very good. And then re-grease. And the reason I say that is carbon fiber drags, when they're being used, the fiber comes off a little bit, and you get little bits of fiber. If you re-grease it, all you're doing is making a grinding compound. And now you start wearing things much faster. Oh. So by completely getting all that little bit of stuff out of there and getting it completely degreased, the drag washer will last an extremely long time. We found that out on...
That's our learning curve, right?
We found out on not doing it, just re-greasing it, so the drag washers were wearing out much quicker. So completely degrease it first. And that's basically all you can do. You can pick up our grease at a lot of different tackle stores. Yeah. Fisherman's Landing has it. It doesn't take a lot of grease, just a little bit all the way around, and you can re-grease your own drag.
And it's not that hard?
No.
I'm sending mine to Cal.
Yeah, me too. I do send mine to Cal.
And we appreciate it, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. What other reels have a wet drag system like that?
Just about every reel.
Every reel.
I mean, Accurate, Shimano, Okuma, Penn, Daiwa, they all now use wet drags.
And how often should you re-grease?
That just varies.
And how do you know when you need to?
Yeah, because it doesn't. You just lose some feel. You know, it's not quite.
Is it jerky?
It starts to get a little bit jerky. Not bad yet. It'll get real jerky after a while, but it's just not as smooth as it was. And generally, that can be anywhere from 2 to 5 or 6 years.
So would you think that it's like a hard break loose? Is that
yes,
when you're kind of starting to feel it? Yeah.
You just don't get that smooth break loose.
Yeah.
When you're saying break loose, when the drag's pulling, it's not. It's not
when you get
smooth.
that first little pull, whether you're pulling it off by hand or whether you're on a fish.
Like hesitate, then it comes loose.
Yes, exactly.
Where you want it to be just smooth the whole way through.
And as we tell us guys, it's as needed. It's hard to tell a guy when you say, do we do it every 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Because, if you're fishing as much as you guys fish, when you guys are out all the time, you do need to do your reels a little bit more often. But if a guy's literally just going on a fall 8 day, he's not fishing his reel as much as he would need, so it can go several years type of thing.
All right, very good. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right, how about we jump right back into him, talk to Kenny. He's calling us from Hawaiian Gardens this morning. Good morning, Kenny. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, I just wanted some information on that CCA casino night, but obviously got that.
It's a week from today, so are you going?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep, was one of the callers.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm a 3-year member. My wife's 2-year member. Just want to say out to all the callers and listeners that these events are really good events. There's no skimping out. Food's great.
And it's at Shimano headquarters,
yeah,
which
it's going to be
really cool.
A fun night. And just for the rundown one more time, again, June 2nd, coming up 4 to 8 p.m. right at the Shimano headquarters. Going to be a very fun one. If you want to get tickets, you can just jump on the website, Casino Night CCAOC. We'll get you right through and get your tickets there. It's going to be a really fun event.
And it's the Orange County chapter of CCA. The guys there in the Orange County chapter really put a great event together. So support it.
Yep.
Win some great prizes and have some fun with your fellow fishermen for sure.
Hey, I really miss you guys' live broadcast from the AFCO parking lot sales over there.
Yeah, well,
we all miss being there, right?
Sure. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right, how about this time we talk to another Mark. Mark from Santee's on the line. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
What's up, Mark?
Hey, you already answered my question. I have an old Penn Squitter, and I wanted to get it's really my wife's, and but you say you don't repair the old stuff, so or switch it to a 2-speed. So, what would you recommend that I get for her?
Well, in real makes, models, and stuff like that, there are so many quality reels on the market. It all depends on what you want to do with the reel and stuff like that. Now, your Squitter is still a good reel. I would just, if you're looking to get it just service, give Ken Corwin a call. He can take care of it at Ken's Custom Reels. That's what they do.
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay.
Masters.
All right. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Just about 30 seconds left for a quick one here.
All right. How about we talk to John from Mira Mesa? You got a quick question for us, John?
Yeah, I'll try. Okay, TLD 50 white elephant reel, in my opinion. Is there any way to beef it up, better frame, or is it not cost effective?
It's not cost effective. It's fish it with your 50-pound, maybe 60 at the most, and it'll work just fine for that. It's a good trolling reel for stuff with 50 to 60 pound. Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including finding out who's got a $25 gift certificate to Cal's and going on a full-day trip on the San Diego. You stay tuned. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Mighty 1090.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check Gamakatsu.com.
This is Captain Mark Rayer for Genren Sport Fishing. Located on the Sea of Cortez, we will show you a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Genren boats are outfitted with all accurate reels from the smallest Valiant 300 to the beefy ATDs. Simrad electronics, Fraser gyro binoculars, and crews with a passion to fish is just part of what makes us number one. Also, Cabo Yachts Vaquera has a Seakeeper for your comfort. For 2 live webcams, an up-to-date fish report, accommodation packages, check out TeamGenren.com. We pick up at Rancho Leonero and all East Cape locations. So let's go fishing.
Great great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com.
In 1971, Seagar invented fluorocarbon fishing line. This game changer brought fish catching advantages to anglers everywhere, with less visibility underwater, better knot and tensile strength, and superior abrasion resistance. Today, Seagar is the #1 brand of fluorocarbon because of its proven performance. So no matter the fishing conditions, you can count on the Seagar family of fluorocarbon leader material. Fluoro Premier, the original blue label, and the stealthy pink label to help you catch more fish.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. All right, the big winner going fishing again on that full-day trip on the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing, and a $25 gift certificate to the Wizards of Reels, Cal's 2-Speed.
There's your new name.
Yeah.
Ricky, good job.
That's going to Mark in Lakeside. Mark, congratulations. There's not a better guys to have opening up the inside of your reels for sure. And you're going to have a great time fishing on the San Diego as well.
No doubt about it. Cal, you're a legend.
Thank you very much. But a lot of it's just time between my son and myself.
Yeah, well, and Eric, you are legend number 2.
I don't know about that.
Thank God for you guys.
But I'm trying to soak up as much information as I can from him, right?
Yeah, we're very grateful for all that you do for anglers, fishing our fish. And if you want more information, how do we find you?
We're in North County in Fallbrook. Our phone number is 626-357-4441. CalsTwoSpeed.com, Facebook, Sheets Custom Built.
Sheets Custom Built on Facebook.
Yeah.
And also your local tackle store may take your reels.
That's what I was going to say.
Does that? Longfin does it.
Yeah. Let your local tackle shop know that you wanted to have us, do some work on the reel, and we do a lot of work with tackle shops.
Yeah, there you go. All right, keep up the great work, guys. Thanks for taking the time to come in. Thank you for listening today. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Remember the meaning of today, and remember those who served and gave the ultimate sacrifice for us this weekend. I'm out of here.
You're gone.
Wedding in Cabo.
Enjoy, buddy.
How about that? Rock Cod Rick and Corey will be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Captain Fred Huber from the Daily Double will be in with Corey and Rick tomorrow morning. Thanks to Adam for all he does. Check out our app if you haven't downloaded that app. You got to download it. It's awesome. It's the best app around. You can listen to archives. You can listen to live shows. You can see what's coming up. You can even see listen to classic Let's Talk Hookup episodes. Did you listen to that one with Marty?
So rad.
It was so
cool.
Yeah, it was so awesome. So check that out. Let's Talk Hookup on the App Store or the Google Play Store, and we'll see you tomorrow morning right back here on the Mighty 1090.